Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's the final day and final lap. In 10 hours from now, India will see the first elections after Operation Sindoor, the first election after Trump's tariffs, and the first elections after the SIR. Such is the national significance of the Bihar polls that Rahul Gandhi finally returned from Colombia to drop a Brazilian hydrogen bomb. But did Rahul Gandhi's hydrogen bomb really explode, or did it blow back on the Congress's face itself? Is there a real threat to democracy, or is the fear of defeat fanning fakery? You, the viewers of Newshour, will look at the fact check and decide. First, let's tell you about Rahul Gandhi's hydrogen bomb, whose cloud was cast over Haryana elections. He claimed that there were 25 lakh fake voters in Haryana, that a Brazilian model voted 22 times from 10 different booths. Rahul Gandhi said that 1 in 8 voters in Haryana were fake and 3.5 lakh voters of the Congress party were deleted. He also claimed that there was 1 photo, 1 assembly, but 100 votes by 1 woman. He then targeted the Election Commission, saying that it intentionally doesn't remove duplicate voters to help the BJP and to mask voter Chori. The BJP, however, has dismissed Rahul Gandhi's claims as desperation ahead of an impending defeat in Bihar.
Who is this lady? How old is she? Which state does she come from? And she votes in 10 different booths in Haryana. And she's got multiple names. That means that this is a centralized operation.
कुछ विदेशी महिला का नाम जिक्र कर रहे थे वो. अब चुनाव के समय वो विदेश जाता है. बिहार में चुनाव प्रचार चल रहा है, वो कोलंबिया चले गई. तो वो विदेश जाते रहते हैं, तो उसको विदेश से जो उसको प्रेरणा मिलता है, उसके कुछ टीम है, वो क्या तैयारी करते हैं उनको दे देता है, फिर आपका समय को बर्बाद करते हैं.
All polls pointed to a Congress victory. These are exit polls that we have on the screen. 5 top exit polls after the elections have taken place are saying Congress is sweeping. It's very clear that this is a massive sweep.
हमने इलेक्शन कमीशन को गाली नहीं दिया, हमने ओपिनियन पोल को गाली नहीं दिया, एग्जिट पोल को हमने कभी गाली नहीं दिया. लेकिन उन्होंने उस समय जब एग्जिट पोल उनका फेवर में गया तो बोलता है बहुत अच्छा, जब विरोध जाता है तो वो मीडिया को गाली देते हैं.
What is the message? The message is that India's Gen Z and youth have the power to restore our democracy with Satya and Ahimsa. Peacefully, but by expressing their desire for a democratic India.
क्या वो जेन जी को उकसाने की बात करते हैं? हमारे देश के लोग समझदार हैं. देश के पूरा युवा पीढ़ी, पूरा न्यू जनरेशन मोदी जी के साथ खड़ा है.
The most interesting claim of Rahul Gandhi has been this picture of an alleged Brazilian model who has appeared 22 times across 10 booths. He says that her picture remains the same, but her name changes from Seema to Sweetie, from Saraswati to Vimla. This is a serious charge, hence Newshour reached the Rai Assembly constituency to unravel the Brazilian model mystery. Our team arrived at Poonam's house and found her to be a real woman with a real epic card. While the number on the epic card was the same as the one Rahul Gandhi showed in his press conference, the picture on it was different. Times Now spoke to Poonam's husband and family members who confirmed that the voter card was the same, but the pictures seemed to have been changed in Rahul Gandhi's press conference. Listen to this and watch this for yourself.
22 बार 10 बूथ में इसको वोट देने का मौका मिलता है. कहां की है? ब्राजील की है. हरियाणा की नहीं है, हिंदुस्तान की नहीं है, ब्राजील की है, मॉडल है.
नहीं जी, जो ये पूनम वाइफ ऑफ सोनू है, ये हमारे गांव की लेडीज है. ये इसका पति है सोनू. वो यहीं की है और ये इसकी आईडी जो है पिक ये इसका है जी, ये ओरिजिनल लेडीज है और यहीं की वाइफ है ये किसी ने फ्रॉड बना रखे हैं, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है, जैन मन यही है और सच्चाई भी यही है।
Another woman named Anjali, whose video Rahul Gandhi showed as one of Congress's voters whose name was deleted, however, says she doesn't believe any vote chori really took place and the deletion would have happened by mistake.
3.5 lakh people were deleted from the voter list. Okay, so we went and found who these people are. And guess what? A large number of them are our voters. And here are some examples.
मैंने लोकसभा इलेक्शन में वोट किया था, लेकिन जब मैं विधानसभा के इलेक्शन में वोट करने गई तो मुझे बताया गया कि मेरी वोट कट चुकी है और फिर मैंने दोबारा अप्लाई किया तो मेरी जून के एंड में मुझे वोटर कार्ड मिला।
राहुल गांधी जी ने पूरे देश को आपकी वीडियो दिखाई है।
हाँ जी सर।
आपको ऐसा लगता है कि वोट चोरी भाजपा ने किया?
मुझे पर्सनली नहीं लगता, क्योंकि वो गलती भी हो सकती है कि इंसान से भाई वोट कट गई है या इतने 140 करोड़ जनता है हमारे भारत में।
आपको ऐसा लगता है कि आपकी वीडियो का गलत जगह पर उपयोग किया गया है या गलत नजरिए से उपयोग किया गया?
गलत नजरिए से बोल सकते हैं। अब जगह है तो भाई उन्हें वो कंफर्टेबल लगा। हाँ, मुझे पर्सनली मेरा यही व्यू है कि वोट चोरी जैसा नहीं था, वोट कट गया होगा।
Well, this video tweeted by the BJP, what does it prove? We'll have to wait and watch. But Rahul Gandhi's earlier atom bomb was diffused by Minta Devi, and now his hydrogen bomb has been muted by Anjali and the Poonam cases. If you see what's on the surface. Making matters worse, the Election Commission now cites 2024 Haryana poll fact sheet. It says that there were 0 appeals against the electoral registration officers, that the number of second appeals against the DM's order was also 0, that the number of objections by the candidates was also 0. So why was there a Brazilian model spin given to vote chori allegation? And after the news hour fact check, will find resonance in political hustings? We don't know. But let's take a look at what is the legitimate question tonight. Rahul Gandhi's hydrogen bomb, explosive or a supreme bomb? That's the question people of India are asking tonight.
You're watching the News Hour at 9, debate number 1 on Times Now, Super Prime Time.
Joining the debate tonight, Siddharth Yadav, national spokesperson of the BJP, Anand Ranganathan, author, scientist, Smita Prakash, editor, ANI. Joining the debate tonight is also Vivek Silas of the Samajwadi Party, Professor Anwar Pasha, national spokesperson of the RJD. But my first question goes to Sanjay Jha, Congress leader. And Sanjay Jha, I want to ask you, hydrogen bomb was expected for a long time. It comes on the eve of the first day of polling in Bihar. What took Rahul Gandhi so long? Number one. One person on the list doesn't really tally. Poonam, I don't know about the others, but 22 votes being put by one person in 10 different booths, that one vote does not tally because the epic card shows Poonam's own picture, which is also stated by her husband, neighbors, family, Pradhan, everybody around that resident's house. I want to ask you, if one such claim is fake, does it not raise questions about Rahul Gandhi's allegations this time around? There have been questions that have been raised on the previous 2 atom bombs as well. I want to ask you, Sanjay Jha, and this is the question many people are asking. Is Rahul Gandhi finding another excuse for the impending defeat in Bihar?
Navika, good evening to you and to my fellow panelists. First and foremost, this has got nothing to do with the Bihar elections. The Mahagathbandhan is going to win this. That's a different subject altogether. But let's be very transparent here. Rahul Gandhi is fighting to save Indian democracy that is under serious peril. And it is astonishing that when there is a leader of the opposition putting facts on the table, there is evidence on record. The data that Rahul Gandhi has presented today, that is done earlier in Karnataka, is as actual proof being given. It's not just an acquisition, it's backed by evidence. Now the missing link is the investigation to corroborate or to challenge that evidence which is being presented, which the Election Commission clearly is reluctant to do so, because it keeps asking Rahul Gandhi for an affidavit, but cannot itself give an affidavit to say that, listen, we believe that the Election Commission is beyond reproach and the elections are 100% integrity driven. They don't have the courage to do that, because Rahul Gandhi's press conference, including in Aland in Karnataka, where now there is evidence to prove that at rupees 80, voters' names were being deleted. It is being investigated by an SIT. And obviously the Election Commission is not cooperated. I think this is basically now telling you that, and Navika, this is a very serious subject in my opinion, that India's democracy is right now being held hostage by the Bharatiya Janata Party in collusion with what is meant to be an independent institution. I'll give you an example. You said that there is a woman called Poonam who has the same identity. That's possible. Right now, if an election commission comes to my house, I'll have an epic card which has Sanjay Jha, and that may be right. And I think it is 100% right. But that does not mean that there cannot be 23 other Sanjay Jhas with a manufactured identity voting across multiple times in various booths. And that is the
Sorry, I agree with what you're saying, but that's not the evidence I presented. Poonam is supposed to be the Brazilian model because that is the number on the epic card that Rahul Gandhi had displayed in his press conference. Now, the lady with that epic card on her epic ID, which is the voter card, has her own face, not some Brazilian model, though I wouldn't mind having a Brazilian model's face, because epic card pictures really leave a lot to be desired. Smita will agree with me. मुझे तो Brazilian model का फोटो ठीक लगता है, लेकिन नहीं था, पूनम का था. That is the point I'm making.
Navika, that is the point, right? That Rahul Gandhi has actually extracted this information from the EC database. This is for the Election Commission to tell the people of this country what's going on.
And if it tells you the truth, will you believe it? No. If they tell you the truth, will you believe it? I'm asking you, Sanjay Jha, because the Election Commission has put a lot of stuff on the table. How many times, Anand Ranganathan, have the opposition parties believed what the Election Commission has stated, and you have on several occasions advocated that the Election Commission should file a defamation notice. Be that as it may, I'm just asking you, if one person who was allegedly having a Brazilian model's face, not her own face, in the picture displayed, if one case is disproved, do you think, Anand Ranganathan, once again questions will be raised about the veracity of the allegations made by Rahul Gandhi?
Good evening, Navika, and good evening to my
substantive evidence.
Sanjay, I did not interrupt you, please. Thank you. Thank you. Good evening to Sanjay, you, and to my fellow panelists, and to Navika. There are two issues here, and I want to focus on the first one because that needs focusing right now. Navika, did you notice the not so subtle reference to Gen Z by Rahul Gandhi? What is he trying to do? He's actually trying to provoke them into acting, perhaps pouring onto the streets like in Nepal. And that is the reason why Rahul does not approach the courts, because he knows his case would be thrown out like Rafale was and Justice Loya was, demonetization was, 370 was, and Pegasus. And therefore, he cannot instigate Gen Z on all these issues that he was claiming had murdered democracy. Remember Rafale? Remember the hundreds of hours of debates we've had on Justice Loya, Rafale, demonetization, 370? All those purportedly killed democracy. Why does Rahul not instigate Gen Z to come on to these streets because of these issues? Because the court has settled it. And right now, he can only keep this issue alive till such time he doesn't go to the court with it. And this is his strategy. Look, I've said this before and let me repeat it. It is not a question of what Rahul Gandhi says or does not say. It is a question of he is alleging the most sacrosanct institute where billion others have voted because of which is corrupt. And that is why it is unacceptable to me for things to go on in limbo like this. Because he has not only lied on all his claims, but also indirectly endorsed the EC's SIR exercise to fish out duplicate voters and delist them. And as I have been arguing repeatedly, 1 year after the 2024 Karnataka election, Navika, Rahul Gandhi alleged there were 11,965 duplicate voters in Mahadevpura assembly segment of the seat the BJP won. Well, 1 year after the 2024 Bihar election, the SIR just unearthed 7 lakh duplicates from many seats that the Congress and its allies won. Does that mean, Sanjay, please don't interrupt, does that mean 2024 election results of Bihar should be held invalid because of 7 lakh duplicate voters? Now the fact of the matter is, yes, the routinely deletion of duplicates is done by the EC. In fact, in 2022, it deleted 10 million duplicates pan-India. Duplicates exist. Errors and discrepancies exist in voter cards, addresses, the functioning of EC, of course. But to claim that these discrepancies are deliberately carried out so as to favor the BJP is what is preposterous. Because the fact is, while Rahul Gandhi highlighted duplicates in the Bangalore seat that BJP won, why didn't he highlight Wayanad and Raebareli seats that he and his sister won? Wayanad was found to have 20,430 duplicate voters, Raebareli 19,520 duplicates, besides having huge address and voter card discrepancy. Does that mean Rahul Gandhi and Priyanka won by unfair means? Tell me.
Navika, I'm waiting for my turn.
Sanjay Jha, very important question posed by Anand Ranganathan, Wayanad and Raebareli. Please respond to that.
Yes.
Please respond to that charge.
Well, here is a simple answer, right? Rahul, I'll answer that because that basically is the BJP and its supporters confessing that the election commission has not been doing a competent job, which is exactly what is Rahul Gandhi.
Which is why the SIR, my friend, QED. You proved your point that there are discrepancies.
Correct.
Well, 1 minute. Rahul Gandhi has pointed out the following, which nobody has touched upon yet. I need to tell it for the benefit of your viewers. 501 voters, ladies and gentlemen, in one address. That must be a really big family. Number 2, 66 voters in one place, which belongs to a BJP leader. Interesting coincidence, right, ladies and gentlemen? A UP Sarpanch voting in Haryana. Not one, but 2 of them. One woman registered 100 times. This is not just Brazilian. This is an international cocktail. And the election commission will have to explain this. There is no getting away. Why is the BJP the only political party which is quiet? I want an answer to this question.
Okay.
BJP
Fair question. Investigation required, but why is the BJP quiet? Why is the BJP not in favor of an investigation, Siddharth Yadav?
Says who, Navika ji? Who's saying that, discrepancies should not be removed? Rather, it is the BJP which is saying that SIR should be conducted so that no discrepancies are there. It is us who are advocating for an SIR so that any duplication, any discrepancy in the voter election list, it is the duty of the election commission and the duty of all of us as citizens that all such discrepancies have to go away. So I do not agree with what Sanjay Jha is saying, but I do agree with one thing that he said, that it is a very serious issue. And the serious aspect of this issue is that what Rahul Gandhi is doing is dangerous for our democracy. I repeat it and I say this with utmost responsibility. What he is doing is dangerous for our democracy. He is one strange leader. During the parliament session, he would go to Thailand, Cambodia, then come back, have a set of, something to present in a press conference, do that, go away. Well,
who's a frequent
then he'll go to Colombia, come back, he'll have another set, present that. He is doing a press conference before Bihar elections about Haryana in Delhi. For what? For what reasons? One couple of things are very clear, Navika ji. He has accepted that the people of Bihar have rejected Rahul Gandhi and the entire alliance, and the results in Bihar are not going to be in favor. That's point number 1. Point number 2, whatever Param Gyan he attains when he goes out, all of that gyan is fake, because whatever he was claiming has been busted today. The videos that he shows, the cards that he shows, my friend Sanjay Jha was saying that he has gotten those details from the Election Commission's database. Says who? You presented an EPIC number of a voter with a different photo. The actual Election Commission card has a different photo. You are making that all up in your office. Rahul Gandhi is building that all up because for one simple reason, he does not want to take responsibility. Like his mother, like her late husband, like his, her late husband's mother, like her late husband's mother's father, like all of them. One family who captured on the Congress party, who have never taken responsibility for any defeats and always wishes to find reasons of why the party has been losing, is doing this irresponsible and dangerous act for our democracy. That is what is serious and that is what is important. You are making some claims which are unverified, which are busted by the evening, and you are asking why are others not supporting you?
And I'll intervene there. I'll intervene there. Not all facts have been busted. Yes, one or two questions have been raised, Siddharth Yadav. For the others, we'll have to wait and watch. But let me also remind you, Sanjay Jha, Pawan Khera has 2 epic cards. Duplicates do exist, even in the Congress. Even in the Congress, and there is a notice that was served to him. As do duplicate cards exist for Prashant Kishore, one in Bengal and one in Bihar. You know that, but you choose to gloss over it. But Professor Anwar Pasha, I feel actually very bad for the RJD. The RJD is putting up a huge fight in Bihar. Tejasvi Yadav, Lalu Prasad Yadav, everybody is on the streets in Bihar fighting this election as seriously as they can. Rahul Gandhi is sitting in Delhi and trying to declare that Bihar का इलेक्शन तो हारने वाले हैं, इसीलिए क्योंकि यहाँ भी सरकार चोरी होने वाली है, उन्होंने पहले कह दिया. अभी पहला वोट डाला नहीं, उन्होंने कह दिया कि बिहार में चोरी होने वाली है सरकार, just like it happened in Haryana. Is this not pouring water over all the work that has been done by the RJD? Number one. Number two, constant references to Gen Z. And number three, if the point that Rahul Gandhi is making is that there are errors, then is he not in support of the SIR exercise, which actually tries to do away with the errors?
Good evening, Navika ji. I must be thankful to you for having so much sympathy for RJD. You're so worried about Bihar election.
I don't have sympathy, and I am certainly not somebody who's going to sit on a high horse and begin to be patronizing to others. I'm not doing that. You're putting up a good fight. I traveled in Bihar, saw that, and I'm reporting it as a reporter. So please, I have neither sympathy nor support for any political party. All I am reporting is facts that you're putting up a good fight.
Thank you. Let me answer to your question. But first of all, I would like to say that why the questions raised by Rahul Gandhi is not being answered by Election Commission. Why the BJP and our friend Dr. Ranganathan, they are defending the Election Commission as the spokesperson of Election Commission. Why Election Commission is not coming clean on these issues? Whatever Rahul Gandhi has said on the basis of the record, the Election Commission website. All the things have been cited from the Election Commission's website.
No,
so it is all with the Election Commission. The document is the Election Commission. He is talking about it. And Election Commission has to clarify, because a free and fair election will be only possible if there is a free and fair voter list, a clean voter list, a correct voter list. That is our demand. So, just defending the Election Commission, their malpractices, whatever they are doing, it is all known. People have lost their faith in Election Commission because it is working as a tool of BJP. It is not working as a constitutional body. It is not answerable to the people of Bihar, to people of India. They are answerable to the BJP only. And I must remind you that in December 2023, a bill was passed in the parliament when most of the opposition leaders were suspended. The MPs were suspended from parliament. They passed a bill in parliament that no complaint will be entertained by any court of India regarding the election commission members, present or past. This gave the so much power to the election commission. So they are working at the behest of BJP. They know that no complaint will be entertained. So this is very danger. This is the danger for the democracy of India. This is dangerous move. I think this bill must be withdrawn. This makes this election commission so powerful that they can do anything, and that's why they're doing it. Look, the way they have conducted SIR in Bihar, the way they created panic in Bihar, the way the large number of people have been deprived of their voting rights given by the constitution, it shows the intention of election commission.
Well,
and
Professor Anwar
working,
Pasha, unsubstantiated charges cannot get you anywhere. If there were so many people who were so worried that their vote had been removed, I'm sure they would have been on the streets or certainly registering their their claims with election commission or even with the court. The fact that there is no complaint gives your game away that you only want this. And Smita Prakash, that is my question. Are they wanting to create doubts within the institutions? Are they wanting to actually create anarchy through continuously provoking Gen Z in the manner in which they have been doing in the recent past? Because Smita Prakash, hydrogen bomb, on the eve of the first vote to be polled in Bihar, is the timing coincidental or is there a design?
Well, I think it is completely by design, because he's chosen a date which is just before the first polling date. And today, by invoking Gen Z, I think Rahul Gandhi, he sought to position himself as somebody defending youth aspirations. He portrayed Gen Z as somebody who should be with him because he is disillusioned with the institutions, so they also ought to be disillusioned, and he made it seem as if they are central to rescuing democracy, and he's showing the path to how to fight this so-called rigged system, which he was trying to say. And I think what he was trying to do was that it was a moral appeal, and it was also a political appeal, a political outreach, I would say, to the first-time voters of Bihar. Now, is that resonating or not? In the rally that he held, it apparently did not register that much of a reaction among the youth, because otherwise Tejasvi would have been the first one to continue on that line. That vote Chori claim was not resonating with Bihar voters because they see it as something very distant from their local concerns. It's not a central election, it's a local election. So things like jobs and their caste alliances, price rise, and Palayan, which is a big thing which they talk about, migration, those are issues which are hitting them. So this seems totally different. Haryana election, press conference in Delhi, tomorrow is polling. So, this rigging charge, for them it is too complicated, whether it is concrete proof or not. They see this as a Delhi fight. It is not something that is affecting them on day to day. And, if he says that there are 2.5 million voters, votes which were invalid, it's a 20 million electorate in Haryana who were there. So you would see stronger statistical gain for the Congress in the election as compared to what actually happened. What actually happened? It was a very thin margin by which the BJP won the election. If they were going to be doing rigging, then they would have clearly done it in a solid manner, and they would have done that in the 2024 election. So why would they do that? So, and then he criticizes the SIR, the entire process, but his entire press conference was based on data based on that SIR.
The need for an SIR. Absolutely. He built a case he built a case that the SIR was inevitable and most required.
So that
absolutely, Smita Prakash, bang on.
Yes,
and that's the
and the taking out the duplicates. He's
So Vivek Silas, Smita makes a very interesting point. The margins were very thin in Haryana. If 25 lakh votes had been taken by the BJP and, all the votes were going in BJP's kitty, they should have won by a bigger margin. Why did they win by such a small margin? Some people in the Congress said 22,000 vote ka farak hai. 22,000 only. So where did the 25 lakh votes go? Number one. Number two, I also want to ask you if the BJP has perfected the art and the science of rigging elections, then why did they miss a majority in the Lok Sabha elections? Why 240 seats and not 340 or 440 seats? Because they can rig elections so well. They have the election commission with them. Vivek Silas, it's a question that you need to think about and answer.
First of all, good evening to you, the panelists and the viewers. I think this debate would end immediately right now if the election commission decides or takes a decision to give the database, the entire India database, to different political parties. Why it's not giving them? Secondly, they refuse to even give the CCTV footage. Why? What for? As someone in the panel said, Professor Pasha said, it's an immunity to the election commission that they cannot be held accountable for anything. The most suspicion arises more when the Chief Justice of India was removed regarding the appointment of the Chief Election Commissioner. Why? These are very pertinent questions. It's very terrifying as to what has been revealed today. This fight cannot be fought on the TV screen, neither on the social media, nor on the rally speeches. This has to be fought on the street. It's absolutely true. जहां चुनाव आते हैं, वहां घुसपैठिए आ जाते हैं. दिल्ली में आए, हरियाणा में आए, बिहार में आए, अब बंगाल जाने वाले हैं. उसके बाद हो सकता है धीरे धीरे तमिलनाडु में पहुंच जाए. That is the struggle against. It's not against the vote. Struggle is not against the vote chori, not even the EVM or the database or manipulation of the SIR. This is against the depaluated election commissioner, the looters of the democracy, that's the Bharatiya Janata Party. And this fight has to be fought on the streets. It's absolutely, we are going to, after the Bihar election,
मैंने 2 सवाल पूछे थे, आपने जवाब नहीं दिया. क्यों? सवालों से क्यों डरते हैं? If the BJP had rigged 25 lakh votes in Haryana, why were the margins so thin?
Yes.
If the BJP has perfected the science of rigging elections, why did they not get a majority in 2024? Please respond to that question.
Yes, ma'am. Just 5 seconds. If you see the postal ballots in Haryana, if you just see the postal ballots, the Congress was winning 73 seats and the Bharatiya Janata Party was winning just 17 seats. After that, what manipulations were there in Haryana? I don't know, for God's sake. If the elections were not rigged, I think the Congress would have won with a very comfortable majority.
Really, Vivek Silas, आप कितने चुनाव लड़ चुके हैं? If postal ballots gave you the real direction of any elections, Siddharth Yadav, I give up. Please respond. I really give up. Hands up हो गया मेरा.
Now, Navika ji, I'll respond to 2-3 queries. But before I do that, while I was listening to my learned panelists, I also tried to figure out that how can Rahul Gandhi come up with a fake voter ID card. So I just gave a very simple prompt on Google Gemini and I came up with a fake voter ID card for Sanjay Jha with the photo of Dwayne Johnson. This is Sanjay Jha's voter ID card with the photo of Dwayne Johnson. And this is how Rahul Gandhi has been making it up. This is how Rahul Gandhi has been making it up before all the press conferences that he does. This is the reality of what he is doing. This is
creativity. You have full marks.
You have to see this.
I don't know if it's a great argument, but creativity में आपको full marks. Sanjay Jha,
No, but this is creativity for India to see.
I was just wondering. I was just wondering how
this is where they are masters.
Let me complete. Sanjay
manipulation.
Jaji, I found out such a good photo for you of Dwayne Johnson.
No, that's fine. Don't worry about my handsome looks.
Please.
I'm just saying you have to prove your expertise, Guruji.
Sanjay Jaji.
Siddharth.
Navika ji, second, point number 2. What has to be understood is that after the elections in Congress, and let me come to the serious part of this. After the elections in Haryana, Kumari Shailja, Bhupender Singh Hooda, and very recently, their state president Rao Narendra Singh, all of them said that it was the Congress party's cadre which was not together. That is why we lost this election. Kumari Shailja categorically said it was the infighting that happened. We were all scattered. We could not consolidate our Karyakarta. We could not all bring it all, bring all of them together. That is why we lost. But Rahul Gandhi has a different theory. He has a Dwayne Johnson theory. He will come up with a different voter ID card, post some different photo, go to Delhi, do a press conference. That's not how the democracy works. Point number 3, one has to understand how the process functions. You can have duplications in the list, you can have discrepancies in the list, but that does not mandate that there was duplication in votes. There is ink that is put on the fingers of the voters. There are BLOs, BLAs which are present in the polling booths. The election commission voter lists are given to all political parties beforehand.
And candidates have their agents who are seeing kaun aa raha hai, kaun ja raha hai. We have gone through when we have given our votes over here. Anand Ranganathan, are there too many checkpoints on which facts have been glossed over? Or do you really believe there is merit in Rahul Gandhi's allegations?
Look, there is as much merit in Rahul Gandhi's allegations as there is garam masala in authentic sambar. But can I please request my good friend Siddharth to make a voter card of mine with the Brad Pitt's photo on it? But I protest. When he made the duplicate of Sanjay Jha, why did the duplicate also have to be follically challenged? No, look, what are we discussing out here? We are discussing that discrepancies exist. Of course they do. And I have been shouting from the rooftops that more than enough needs to be done by the EC to stop it. But the fact is, EC is trying to stop it. It's not perfect. 900 million people vote. That is the reason why in 2022, 10 million duplicates were removed by the EC. If the EC wasn't doing anything, those 10 million duplicates would be existing today. That is the reason why SIR was conducted in Bihar and millions of duplicates were removed. That is the reason now, before every election, SIR will be conducted. So duplicates exist. It is a matter of concern that there are people who are trying to circumvent or cheat the system. But when my good friend Professor Pasha says, why is Anand Ranganathan defending the EC? क्योंकि पाशा जैसे साहब का एजेंडा तो है नहीं मेरा कि राहुल गांधी को डिफेंड करेंगे. मैं एक ऑटोनॉमस कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल बॉडी को डिफेंड कर रहा हूं. मैं अपने देश को डिफेंड कर रहा हूं. किसी पार्टी को डिफेंड नहीं कर रहा. पाशा साहब, आप भी देश को डिफेंड करिए. देश के बारे में बोलिए.
Everyone knows, Ranganathan ji, who has given you the mandate to defend whom. Everyone knows it. It need not to be said. Everyone knows it. I would like to congratulate the BJP that they have lost the faith in Indian voters. So they are now importing voters from Brazil and other foreign countries. They might be planning to bring the voters from other countries. So this is a good sign for Indian democracy. The people from Brazil are being brought here to vote. And you have presented one example from that list. Have you conducted any investigation into the 22?
I just placed on record. I just placed on record 2 candidates, Anjali and Poonam. Other investigations are happening parallelly. No, Anwar Pasha ji. On 2 occasions, the media has gone and done its job. We will have to wait for the other names. I can't take a position on the other 21 names or 20 names. But the fact is, Poonam, who was shown as a Brazilian model, well, she isn't a Brazilian model, very much a Haryana ki ladki. And Haryana ki ladki has her own photo on her own voter card. Why is there so much of confusion that is being created, and why today? Is this a coincidence? Tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock is when voting in Bihar begins. Rahul Gandhi chooses today to drop his hydrogen bomb? Is there a sinister design, or is it just a coincidence? Does the Election Commission actually need to do an investigation, or is Mr. Rahul Gandhi actually propping up a very, very solid case for a very large SIR, special investigation into the voter list? Well, it's very evident to me. Is it evident to you, dear viewers? And if it is evident to both of us, well, what is the opposition crying about? On the other side,